Beef shank is one of my favorite cuts of beef now. And shaved into a salad like this is one of my favorite ways to eat it. Let me show you how I did it. All right, so I'm just gonna finely julienne an onion. I think that's gonna be enough. And I'm just gonna let that soak in some ice water. So I'll give that like 5 minutes. And this is some shaved beef shank that I boiled from yesterday. We had pho yesterday, so it was leftover. So I'm just gonna go over, trim some of the bigger pieces of fat that I see. Any big pieces of tendon I'll remove. All right, I'm gonna cut this in half just to make it easier for myself. And from here, I'm gonna cut it as thin as I possibly can. Beef shank has become one of my favorite cuts of beef. What I thought maybe wasn't the most ideal, now I totally love it. I love the flavor, and I love the texture when it's done like this. Cut thinly in a salad, amazing. So I'm trying to make sure I cut against the grain. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some cucumber. If these are super seedy, I might remove some of the seeds, but they're all right. This one's a little, it's okay. And I'm just gonna do it on on a thick bias. I'm gonna do them pretty thick though. I wanna keep the texture. I want them to still have a crunch. All right, so I'm gonna add the cucumbers to the beef. And the onions have been sitting for a few minutes, so I'll strain them out. I'm gonna add the onions right to the beef. Now we're gonna do a lot of herbs. Thai basil, dill, this is sawtooth coriander, and I have a little bit of cilantro left. And I have some green onion as well. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna slice some garlic really thin too. Now I'll just go through a little bit. I still want it to be chunky though. I want to get bits of the garlic when I'm eating. Okay, that's cool. So we'll add all of our herbs. Add all of our herbs into the beef mixture. All right, let's season this thing. I have a little bit of pho broth left over. I'm just gonna put in like a tablespoon just to give it some moisture, kick up the beefy flavor. Some fish sauce, some sugar, MSG, some salt. So I added some garlic oil, some shallot oil, and now I'm gonna add some satay as well. I'm gonna add a lot of satay. I think I'm gonna add more. All right, let's call it there. I'm gonna add a little bit more fish sauce. All right, to finish this, I'm just gonna add some lime, some peanuts. I'm gonna put a little bit more sugar in to satisfy the ladies because they want it sweeter. Although I'm satisfied. Ooh, this lemon doesn't have seeds, thank you. And I'm gonna chop some peanuts. So we'll put some peanuts on and mix it in, and we'll reserve some for the top. All right, we'll give this one final toss. I think we should be good to go here. Yep. The rain's coming. If you haven't tried one of these Asian style meat salads yet, you're missing out, man. It's one of my favorite style of dishes. I love it so much. You serve it with a prawn cracker or a side of rice. It's so good. This needs a little more lime though. I'll get that. Eat it cold, eat it room temperature. You could do this with chicken or pork belly or even tofu. It's fantastic. This style of dish is one of my favorite things to eat now. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me and let me do bigger and better things and keep going, consider subscribing to the Patreon. Regardless, I love you. Have a good day.